Hi again guys, it's another GranTurismo 6 tuning video for you today. This time it's for my personal favourite racing car of all time, the Chaparral 2J, also known as the fan car. So you want your racing soft tyres as always. As far as suspension, got the ride height on 50, front and rear. The springs I've left standard. The dampers and anti-roll we've all got all on 4 because obviously it's a really good handling car. The camber I've got on 2.5. Mainly because I also use it as a track car, but if you're planning on using it for top speed, you don't really need it that high. Excuse me. You want your toe angle on neutral, so it's not dragging its tyres, and as far as the gearbox, I've got the auto set in as high as possible, and a final drive of 3. Oh, excuse me. And I don't think I've adjusted the individual gears. I may have, and just have to check those against yours. As far as the diff, we've got the initial torque low. It's not so much of a problem on this car, but just to reduce wheel spin. Acceleration we've got high and braking low. Obviously you want your high RPM turbo, can't adjust the downforce, and that's it for the tuning. You want your traction control off, because you really don't need it on this car. And yeah. So the 2J is hands down the best classic racing car in the game, pretty much without any competition there. But even against the newest racing cars in the game, it still puts up a fantastic fight against them. In my opinion, it's probably the best racing car in the game, really. Because although, excuse me, although cars like the Lotus 97T are quicker around corners, they're still nowhere near as quick in a straight line. So overall, I would say that the Chaparral is still the best racing car in the game. Plus, it looks awesome, in my opinion. So for those of you who don't know, the reason why it's called the fan car, and the reason why it has these 2 large fans on the back, is because it actually has 2 engines. So it's got a 7.6 litre V8 powering the rear wheels, but on top of that, just in this dome here, and that's the secondary exhaust. The exhaust for the main engines are here, or the main engine are here, and you've got a secondary exhaust there. And what that engine is it's a 125cc snowmobile engine, which runs these 2 fans in the back of the car, and coupled with the plastic skirting that runs all around the bottom of the car, that acts to suck the car to the ground and give it 100% downforce at all times, which is, it's a relatively simple concept but amazingly effective. But getting back to the tune, as you can see, it has a cruising speed of about 293. It can maintain upwards of 285 in the curve easily. You can go right down to the inside of the corner if necessary, because the handling is so good. I think this tune also does 160 miles per hour in reverse. This car can be made to do over 300 in reverse, which I'll probably do a tune setup for at some point in the future. But yeah, this is pretty much the best straight line top speed tune for it, because you can increase the top speed a little more, but it does sacrifice the acceleration even more. So I decided to go for kind of the middle ground between the 2. So yeah, hope this tune setup helps, and as always, thanks for watching.